Hey there, TH Plays here, and Riot just released a new agent called Fade for Valorant, so we will be checking it out today. So if you like these types of videos, make sure to drop me a like to let me know, and comment down below what other videos let me check out next, and I'll definitely check it out. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to this channel, and make sure to check out my live streams over at twitch.tv/THPlays, where I usually check out these videos live. So if you would like to see it first, make sure to check me out there. But anyways, let's get right into the trailer, and let's see what this agent Fade is about. Oh man, they did it in ultra wide.
I have a signal. Our blackmailer is headed east.
Leon, this is Sova. Confirm you have target visual. Ground team, collapse and converge on sector 4.
This reminds me a bit of Modern Warfare, not gonna lie. Yeah, this map looks like dogs, right? From Modern Warfare. I have no clue why. It looks like the Black Ops Cold War map, I think, or like Modern Warfare map. I have no clue why. It gives me that vibe though. Let me know. It gives you that vibe. It was pretty artistic, I guess. Hey yo, every Jonas. Wow.
I've seen your darkest fears. Mine would eat them alive.
And yeah. Looks cool though, but I don't think in Valorant people will be shooting so many bullets at once. People are just shooting like a few at a time. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, that looks cool though. Jesus Christ. Let's see her gameplay review now. Okay. Yeah, it's like Reyna, but instead of blind, it's like spotting. And this is like breach, but instead it's like blinding. Oh, that's some pretty nice, like. Oh, so it drags people in. Okay. Okay, let's actually look at the what people say about this.
Finally, we have our first in-game look at all of Fade's abilities. And man, does this agent look like she can shake up the game in more ways than one. What is going on, Pro Guides family? It's your host, Sergeant Frost. And today, top right into the video. Let's start off today's video by looking at Fade's signature ability, Haunt. The official description of this ability is
reload,
equip and
right?
fire an orb that will stay in the air and then hit the ground. Then it will go back into the air.
It reminds me a bit of like Reyna's blind.
If enemies get seen by the eye, they will be revealed and a trail debuff is applied.
Yeah, it reminds me a bit of Reyna's eye.
It seems like this ability will be Fade's main tracking ability that will define her as an initiator.
Yeah, but instead of blinding,
this ability
it's like
has the same style of pull-out animation as Reyna's Leer, and from the looks of this video, it appears that Fade will be able to throw this thing quite a distance. After watching this video, it will be interesting to see if Haunt will be able to be thrown through walls and from behind cover like Reyna's Leer can. I believe it will be even more interesting to see if this ability can be destroyed like a Leer can as well. But getting back to the footage, this ability can be thrown out, and when it deploys, it bounces on the ground to mark its deploy location. And from there, whatever the enemy's eye sees, it will ping their location in pink. And a small mist trail will follow all of their last known movements updated to the second after they are marked. This ability will be the equivalent of Sova's Recon Bolt for Fade. It has a decently long pull-out animation so that it can be thrown on a dime to catch players off guard. It looks like when you throw this thing, you will
It's
need
like
to really
Sova's
be sure
recon
about
by
where you want it to
in the
land,
form
and
of
you'll have to commit to the
of
throw.
Reina's Lear.
We don't have any numbers on these abilities yet, but some things to keep in mind about Haunt is this ability's potential cost. Does it recharge over time or with kills? Can it be destroyed?
I think it
Does it go
recharges
through
over time,
objects?
probably.
How many enemies
Not
can
with
it
kills,
scan
I
at a
think.
time? And how long does it stay active, etc. This ability looks like it has a lot of potential to be great info gathering ability, but on a more localized level. While Sova's arrow and KO's knife cover a wide range of surface area around the map, Haunt looks like it will be more intimate and cover a smaller area, but it will be a lot more accurate and up to date with info than the other two
good for
alternative
like
abilities.
tighter maps, I guess.
The next ability up on this list is Fade's Q ability, Seize. The official description is equip and fire an orb which will stay in the air for a max of 1.5 seconds, and then slam onto the ground. When the orb hits the ground, enemies within the radius will be tethered and will take damage and will be deafened. Once you examine this ability in real time, it seems like this will be Fade's trap and main CC
It's like
ability.
extra suck,
The
I
reason we
guess.
say that is, if you look at this ability in action, there's a lot going on inside of one ability. Seize can not only be thrown so it can travel a far distance, it has the potential to grab and tether multiple enemies, while also causing them damage and deafening them in the process.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
like
two
extra
forms of
suck,
CC
I
on
guess.
top of some added damage into the mix. This ability looks like it could
It could
potentially
be-
wreck some
yeah.
attacking teams' plans when you use it on defense.
Could be really good,
When
especially
assessing
for
this
jet
ability's
tracker
strengths,
entry.
here are some things to keep
You
in
can
mind.
just throw it there.
How many of these things will she be able to carry? How many enemies can she potentially tether at once? Can this ability be pre-placed and stay in one spot the entire round? Can this thing be destroyed? And how much damage can this thing potentially do? Seize has a lot of potential to be a useful piece of utility in
Yeah, it's like
Fade's
an
kit.
aggressive
The
extra
numbers
suck,
behind
I
this
guess.
ability will
I
determine
know.
if it might be potentially broken or if it will just be a short annoyance to deal with. So far, I'm really liking all the CC packed into this one ability. Seize does give Fade potential to be a great defender, and if this ability can be pre-placed, it can be a great flank watch tool on attack as well. The last regular ability for us to cover in Fade's kit is her C ability, Prowler. The official description is, activate to send out a creature that can follow trails or be controlled by moving your mouse. Upon reaching an enemy, they will be nearsighted for 3 seconds. There is only one creature per trail. In the simplest of terms, this ability is essentially a controllable flash that nearsights people. In this clip, we can see that this ability can be controlled with your mouse, or if you mark an enemy with a trail from your Haunt or Ultimate ability,
It's like
the
Sky's
Prowler
dog,
will
I
follow
guess.
that trail instead.
No, it's like
ability
Sky's
is pretty
Flash, yeah,
straightforward.
but
It is
instead of-
essentially
yeah,
a
by
third piece of
blind.
CC within Fade's kit, and from the look of this clip, if this ability manages to connect with an enemy, they will be nearsighted for a long time. If you have frequently fought against other Flash agents in the past,
It's basically
you know
Sky's
that being
Flash, I
blind
think.
for 3 seconds in combat can feel like an eternity. Some things to keep in mind when gauging Prowler's power levels are, how many of these can Fade
She's
carry?
like a mix of a
Can
lot of
these things be
agents, I think.
destroyed? How fast do these things travel? And how fluid are its controls with the mouse? This ability, if it potentially reveals what it sees on the map, could also be a great Sky Dog-like tool to check corners and blind enemies that you know are behind cover as well. To wrap up this video, Fade's ultimate ability is called Nightfall. The official description is,
Yeah.
activate to send
It's a
out a wave
Breach's
of dark
ultimate,
mist.
right?
If the mist hits an enemy, they will be deafened, trailed, and decayed. From the looks of this ability in action, it seems like Nightfall's main purpose will be for recon while scanning and tracking enemies.
Yeah, it could be
When this
re-
ability
yeah, I
catches
think
wind
she'll
of an
be really
opponent,
good
it will
where
leave a trail
Breach is
of beads
good
that
at.
updates the enemy's last known location pretty frequently, just like with her Haunt ability. A great comparison to think of when gauging how this ability will function is, if you've ever played Apex Legends, Nightfall seems to operate in a similar fashion to Seer's ultimate or
Yeah, where it
Bloodhound's
sends out a
tracking
wave.
passive ability, and it achieves a similar purpose. Nightfall seems like it will be able to scan multiple enemies within its field and track them to the second with their current whereabouts during the duration of the ultimate. Nightfall, in our opinion, seems like the perfect ability to top off Fade's kit. She has a lot of CC in her kit, and this ultimate's tracking capabilities makes her a certified recon agent in Valorant capable of gathering the same amount of info, if not more, than Sova or KO can. And with how unavoidable this ultimate seems, you could potentially combine this with a KO ultimate while being unstoppable while executing onto a site. Some things to keep in mind for this ability's power level is its duration, how wide is the activation field and range, how many ult points does it cost, and if it tags an enemy, how long will they be tracked for? This ability has the potential to be a big game changer and can totally mess with teams if they're unprepared. Fade is now less than a week away from live service
Yep.
as she will be shipping with Act 3. From the looks of her abilities, Fade will be stacked to the ceiling with CC, and she might be able to even collect more info than Sova and KO can if she's mastered and utilized well. But until we get our hands on her in game, we won't be able to pass final judgment. Also, for our in-depth examination of Fade, keep an eye out for our Fade guide that
Okay, so in my opinion, I think she's like, in a way, Sova, but like, you know how Sova is like good on like wider maps, right? Like maybe Breeze, Icebox, things like that. I think Fade will be better on like smaller maps with a lot of tight corners, maybe like Fracture, you know, like Fracture, those types of maps. yeah, I feel like where Sova is not good at, probably Fate can replace her in that. So like, let's say Sova is not good on Fracture, right? Fate will be better on Fracture or something like that. Do let me know where does Fate slot in, and what do you think Fate is good on, which types of maps, or like how she's going to incorporate into the whole entire thing. But if you like these types of videos, make sure to drop me a like to let me know. Comment down below what videos you'd like me to check out next, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to this channel and make sure to check out my live streams over at twitch.tv/tshplays, where I hopefully will get to play this agent and show it off to y'all. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video or live stream.